Welcome to all students. Myself, Om Prakash Godara, Assistant Professor, Principal of Seed Technology, Department, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Own City, Jaipur. Today, we discuss about our topic seed production in onion. Botanical name of onion, Allium cepa. Onion is one of the most important commercial vegetable crops in India. Mainly, it's grown Maharashtra, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, and Rajasthan are the major onion growing states. The total annual area is estimated to be about 3 lakh hectares, and productions is about 35.37 lakh per ton. It is grown mainly in Rabi seasons. Three crops which mainly Kharif, late Kharif and Rabi are taken in divisions of Maharashtra, where Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu take up to two crops that is Kharif and Rabi. Kharif onion is recent introductions in northern, eastern, and central India, mainly botany of onion crops. Onion is the biennial crops and takes two full seasons to produce seeds. In the first year, bulb are formed, and in the second year, stalk develop and seed are produced. It is a long day plants. The length influence bulb onions, but has a little effect on inductions of seedlings. It appear to be day neutrals for seed productions. It require cool conditions during early development of the bulb crop, and again prior to and during early growth of seed is coming. Varieties bolt readily at 10 to 15 degrees centigrade. In the early stage of growth, a good supply of moisture is required and temperature should be fairly cool. During bulbing, harvesting, and curing of seeds, fairly high temperatures and low humidity is desirable. Seed production is widely adapted to temperatures and subtropical regions. Stage of seed production is mainly breeder seed, foundation seed, and certified seeds. Varieties mainly red Punjab selections. It is mainly PAU Ludhiana and Pusa Ratna, NVBJR New Delhi, Pusa Red IRI New Delhi, and Pusa Madhavi IRI New Delhi, and two for ones MPAU Rahuri. Arka Nikitans IIHR Bangalore, Arka Kalyans IIHR Bangalore, and Agri Founds Dark Red, NHRDF Nasik, and Agri Found Light Red, NHRDF Nasik. White color of onions and 25791 MPAU Rauri. Pusa white rounds IRI New Delhi and Pusa white flat IRI New Delhi. Punjab 48 PAU Ludhiana. Aggregatums, oniums, mainly CO5, say Tamil Nadu Agriculture University develops. Vedri rates, Rampur Locals and Kalyanpur. Mainly seasons, the optimum sowing seasons is middle of June to middle of July in the plants. Isolations requirements, onion is largely cross-pollinated crops with up to 93% natural portions, but some self-pollinations does occur. It is chiefly pollinated by honeybees. For pure seed productions, the seed field must be isolated from field of other variety of onion and field of the same variety, not conforming to variety purity. Requirement for certifications at least by 1000 meters for foundation seeds and 500 meters for certified seed productions. Method of seed productions mainly there are two methods of seed productions, first seed to seed methods. In these methods, the first season bulb crop is left to our winters in the field so as to produce seed in the following seasons. Bulb to seed method, the bulb produced in the previous seasons are lifted, selected stored and replanted to produce seed in the second year. Mostly, the bulb to seed methods is used for seed productions because of the following advantage over the seeds to seed methods. It permits selections of true to types and healthy bulbs for seed productions. Seed yield are comparatively very high. The seed to seed methods, however, can be practiced for variety having a poor keeping quality. Bulb to seed methods, bulb production systems mainly climatic requirements. So it is possible to produce bulb in different climatic conditions. Mild climate is reported to be very good for better bulb productions at temperatures of 15.5 to 21 degrees centigrade and about 70% relative humidity required. Land requirements field in which onion was grown should be selected unless it was of the same variety and was certified. The onion can be grown on various types, but it grows best in soils which are able to retain moisture for longer time. Heavy soil do not permit proper bulb development, and many times bulbs are misshapen. And pH 6 to 8 range are considered better for onions. Isolation requirements onion is highly cross pollinated crops with up to 93% natural processing. It is mostly pollinated by honeybees. For pure seed productions, the seed field must be isolated from field of other variety of onion of the same color at least by 1000 meter for foundation seed and 500 meters for certified seeds. The isolation distance between color, particularly white and red color, must be much more, which need to be decided. Seed rate mainly 8 to 10 kg per hectares and sowing and transplant times. Mainly Kharif seasons, sowing June, July and transplant July, August. In Rabi seasons, mainly sowing October to November and transplanting December, January. In Kharif, 6 to 7 weeks old seedling and in Rabi, 8 to 9 week seedling should be transplanted. Our aged nursery should not be planted, otherwise premature bolting may be there. Manure and fertilizers, FIM 50 tons per hectare and calcium ammonium nitrate for 400 kg or urea uh, 200 kg. Superphosphate 300 kg and muriate of potash 100 kg. Nitrogen should be applied at a vessel and top dressing into splits. Top dressing may not be delayed, otherwise thick neck may be a problem. Spacing mainly row spacing 15 into 10 centimeter. More spacing between plants result in thick necked plants. Irrigations should be given at fortnight intervals or weekly intervals, as the case may be. Field should not be left dry for long, otherwise splitting problems is more. Weeding, 2 3 weedings and hoeings are done. Storms at the rate 3.5 per hectares may be applied 3 days after transplanting to manage the weed economically. One weeding by hand is, however, necessary. Plant productions, mainly malathions at the rate 0.1% along with the tritons against thrips. 4 to 5 spraying may be necessary. Endophil M45 at the rate 0.25% along with the deterrents against purple blotch and stem films blights. 5 to 6 spraying may be done. Rogging, remove off type plants on difference in color of leaves or plant types. Remove sprouts plants or premature sprouts. Harvesting crops 1 week after 50% of tops falling and keep in window up to 3 to 5 days for field curing. After that, bulb are cured in shade to remove its feed before keeping in stores. In Kharif, bulbs are ready for harvesting within 90 to 100 days after transplanting. While top are still erect, bulb are allowed to for field curings up to 3 to 5 days. Then again cured where is shade or in the field depending upon the temperature for 12 to 15 days. Tops are cut leaving say 2.5 centimeter neck. Seed production stage selections of bulb through two types bulbs are selected based on color, size, and shape, kept in ventilated storage in Rabi crops and in Kharif crops. Bulb are planted after cooling for 15 days. 4 to 6 centimeter size bulb are selected for getting good crops. Climatic conditions of plant or bulb is necessary for seed stalk formations. Temperature of 4.5 to 14 degrees centigrade are favorable for this conditioning. Longer this previous, more stalk each plant will produce and more flower will be in each umbrage. Low humidity gives good seed developments, while plants are in flowering clear, bright sunny days are necessary for good insect activity. Bulb rate 25 quintal per hectare and spacing 45 into 30 centimeters. And fertilizers and manures are uses 200 kg urea per hectare or 50% as a vessel and reset as a top dressing. 300 kg super phosphate at the rate per hectare, mainly is 100 kg muriate of potash per hectare. We also fertilizers and manures. Irrigations at an interval of 15 days in winter and 7 to 10 days in summer is necessary for proper seed development. Field should not be kept saturated for long as this facility developments of disease. Rogging remove plant based on foliage, color, inflorescence, and flower characters. We remove different plant from fields. Plant protections measure mainly spray Indofils AM45 at the rate 0.25% against purple blotch and stem films, blights. Endosulfans also 0.20% against thrips and head borer. Harvesting and curing when the capsules become brown and seed inside becomes black, the umbels are then cured and dried. Threshing and cleaning. Threshing is done manually. Pre-cleaning is done by brushing machines and scalper. Cleaning and grading are done by air screen cleaner by using 1 upon 14 into 1 upon 2 as a grading screen. And then upgrading is done by gravity separator. Drying and packaging seed are dried up to 6 to 8% moisture depending upon packaging requirements. If seeds are required to be packed in aluminum foils and other moisture proof containers, seed are dried up to 6%, otherwise up to 8%. Seed yield mainly 5 to 7 quintal per hectare. Certification standard mainly field standards. General requirements isolation on sheet field shall be isolated from the contaminations, mainly different areas. Mainly minimum distance in isolation distance in meter contaminations field other varieties in mother bulb production stage fives and in certifieds also fives. In seed production stage mainly foundation seeds isolation distance 1000 and in certified seeds 500 meters also we take isolation distance. Field of the same variety not conforming to the varietal purity requirement for the certifications in mother bulb production stage, mainly foundation seed 5 meters and certified seed 5 meters. But in seed production stage, in foundation seed isolation distance 1000 meter and in certified seeds 500 meters. Specific requirements mainly factors maximum permitted foundation seed and certified seeds. Bulb not conforming to the varietal characteristic only 0.10% by numbers, and in certified seeds only 0.20% by the numbers. Of type plants mainly 0.1% in foundation seeds and 0.2% in certified seeds. Maximum permitted at second inspections at mother bulb production stage, and maximum permitted at and after flooding at seed production stage. Mainly seed standard factors standard for each classes in foundation seed, pure seed minimum 98% and in certified seed also 98%. Inert materials same as 2% in certified and foundation seeds, and other crop seed maximum 5 numbers per kg in foundation seed and 10 numbers per kg in certified seeds. Germination percentage mainly same as 70%, and moisture content same as 8% in certified and foundation seeds. Problem and perspective of certifications in onion seed productions following mainly on awareness about the notified varieties by the farmers. Many improved and notified varieties have not been demonstrated fully with the farmers. As such, farmers still prefers old varieties. The extension agencies in the state may therefore take up a demonstration so as to allow farmers to know about the new improved varieties. An awareness about the advantage of certified seeds over truthful seeds. In cereals and some other seeds, the seed productions and distributions programs are properly organized. Farmers have been demonstrated with the advantage of using certified seeds in vegetable, particularly in small seeds, such as demonstrations or extension education programs have not been carried out. Farmers thus are not aware about the benefits of using certified seeds in onions, and extension agencies should arrange state level demonstrations on use of certified seeds in onion to make the farmer fully aware of advantage to the certified seeds. No maintenance breeding for improvement varieties, since varieties when developed by the institutes do not pass through maintenance breedings. Later, the variety do not behave in different characters in the same way as these were at the time of development, so the applications of certificate standard, particularly for genetic purity, therefore becomes impossible. The university or institutes should continue maintenance breeding of their varieties for maintaining this inactiveness, uniformity, and stability. Most of the parameters of the varieties are influenced by climatic conditions also. In onions, there are many characters like color, shape, bolting, neck thickness, and doubles which are affected adversely by climatic conditions like soil, temperature, and fall, cultural practices. Practical applications of certification standard required to be changed at the time of certifications where staff cannot have proper judgments. The staff should therefore know the details of characters and how to what extents. They are influenced by adverse weather conditions. Based on the staff should assess the situations and apply their mind in certifying products. Unawareness of farmers about pre-harvest and post-harvest practices of onion seed productions. Mainly different extension agency also staff certification agency are supposed to be properly guides for productions and post-harvest practices for certified seed production initially. Certification staff presently not guides presently since staffs themselves are not aware about pre-harvest practices also post-harvest practice programs. Many times fail as such farmers hesitate is going for certified seed production. It is therefore necessary for certification staff to guide the farmer initially. Inadequate infrastructural facility for storage of bulb and cleaning, grading, and drying. Bulbs of Rabi onions are required to be stored in ventilated godowns where that are not available. Seed requires is must, which is mostly not available. Similarly, for enabling the seed productions to bake the seed in moisture-proof containers for long-term storage, seeds are required to be dried to 6% moisture, where the humidified seed dryers are required. Such facilities are lacking at any place. Certification standard are not realistic presently. Standard which have been fixed are not realistic. The standard needs to be fixed based on the type of material being developed by the institutes. The effects of climatic condition on different parameters need to be considered. Isolation distance are not adequate, particularly between white and dead varieties. तो मेनली डिफरेंट जो प्रॉब्लम्स है वो क्रिएट होती है, तो उस कंडीशन में अगर जो फार्मर्स है अगर उसको प्रॉपर गाइडलाइंस नहीं मिलती है तो उस कंडीशन में मेनली जो फार्मर का जो यील्ड है वो डिक्रीज हो जाता है और जो सीड प्रोडक्शन है उसकी जो जेनेटिक प्योरिटी वो मेंटेन नहीं हो पाती।